This is pretty awesome. There's a Spider-Man vintage 1960s trick-or-treat bucket for $60. Well, hello, Ginkles and Goblins, and welcome back to the channel. Today's spooky adventure brings me to a thrift store because I'm going to see if I can find any vintage Halloween that's for sale this time. Now, I'm not saying I didn't find anything for sale at the last store, but unfortunately the blow molds still weren't for sale. So today, I'm going to look around for anything vintage or modern Halloween and see what I can find. And while I'm here, I may look for anything vintage, since on this channel I do all things spooky, holiday, and retro related. So I'm sure that I'll find all kinds of retro stuff. If it's Halloween, though, that remains to be seen, because like I mentioned in the last video, unfortunately in the South, you can find Christmas all year long, but not too much when it comes to Halloween, unless it's spooky season when it comes to these thrift stores, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm going to give it a try. What am I going to find? There's only one way to find out, and of course, that's to join me, if you dare.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky club.
Ironically enough, they've got a Five Below shopping basket. I remember I had a bicycle like this when I was a kid. It was a hand-me-down, probably about the same time frame that I would sit in one of these school desks here, store my books underneath. How much is this old school desk? $25 for the old school desk. Man, that brings back memories.
Wednesday on the after-school special, her mother wanted her to have it all.
I just knew you'd make it.
She wanted something else that no one understood.
I want to be a nursery school teacher.
Why would you limit yourself? I knew you wouldn't understand.
It's not easy being Supermom's daughter. Wednesday.
Well, it looks like we've got a Halloween Beanie Baby here for $3. I said it before and I'll say it again. I think that Funko Pops are going to become the new Beanie Babies, and only a few of them will be worth anything in a few years. I tell you, Alf pops up everywhere when I go thrift hunting. $4, the little mini plush Alf. Of course, it's not the Alf that Burger King had with the hand puppets back in the day.
Burger King has been invaded by Alf puppets. Please help.
Hey, I'm hungry. Yo, want a Whopper? No problem.
Just $2.99 and a flame-broiled Whopper or large sandwich gets you your own Alf. 4 different furry aliens. Each comes with his own record.
'Cause we're doing the Metal Max rock.
These aliens are friendly, but they're getting out of hand. Hurry, just $2.99 gets another Alf out of here.
We do it like you do it at Burger King. Where'd you park?
There's Homer Simpson from the Burger King Happy Meal. Always gotta love some old-fashioned robots, and the Smurf glasses that came from Hardee's back in the day. And speaking of Hardee's, the California raisins. And it's kind of spooky over here. We've got a Johnny Lightning Kiss die-cast car. That's pretty cool. You've got the two jack-o'-lanterns pushing each other in the wheelbarrow. They're pushing their way to Halloween. See if we can find any Halloween Pez dispensers down here. Yeah, there's the jack-o'-lantern. See if we can find a year on this. I don't know, judging from the fact that it was still in a bag and now they come in like little mini boxes, I would say this is probably late 90s, early 2000s, I would assume. And look, they even have the witch also. How much are these going for now? $4 each, still sealed in the bag. And here's the Muppets. I know the new Muppets show has come out, but I have yet to watch it yet. I grew up on the Muppet Babies back in the day. And look at this, we've got an MC Hammer doll. I didn't even know MC Hammer had one. I know New Kids on the Block had one. You can't touch this, and there's a cassette included. They've got a little penguin candle. Oh, look at this little cat for Halloween. And it's posable. What is this? Like a a snakehead. And they do have some vintage Christmas here. They've got Santa and Mrs. Claus here. These are like porcelain pieces. And there's my favorite Santa blow mold of all time, the old Empire blow mold. I already own them, so I get to save my $38 today. And even more vintage Pez dispensers. Even got Jack in the Box and Wonder Woman. And here they go outside of the package, the witch and the jack-o'-lantern. I think I just wandered into the Killer Clowns from Outer Space area because look at this vintage style cotton candy machine. I hope that Jumbo and Shorty and the gang aren't going to jump out and wrap me up in cotton candy.
You'll laugh your head off. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's crazy. Rated PG-13.
Starts Friday, May 20th at a theater near you.
Now this is pretty awesome. There's a Spider-Man vintage 1960s trick-or-treat bucket for $60, as well as some old Kiss trading cards. And those Kiss trading cards are definitely expensive. Tons of trading cards over here also. And look, the Halloween continues. We've got a Star Trek Halloween costume. I believe this is probably Ben Cooper or Collegeville, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's an old Deputy Dog Collegeville or Ben Cooper costume right beside a bag of army men. Well, it's not Mego, but we've got some plush Kiss figures, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. We swing around here. Oh man, I used to have my share of these. The school book fair would always sell these, the books that came with the records way back when. Then up here we've got a Beetlejuice Movie Maniacs figure. McFarlane has started bringing them back. Puffy stickers, had my share of those. There's Superman. It's got to be the largest Sectars. I guess that's a coloring book that I've ever seen. That thing's got to be at least 2 feet tall, I'm guessing. Oh man, what happened here? Look at this scary bear with his eye coming out. He's like a robotic scary bear. Got the claws and everything. What is this? It's kind of creepy. Right here, right now, is this Ghost? I think. I don't know if that's the band Ghost. If you know, sound off in the comments below. But look at this. Yeah, it's Ghost money also. $5 for the Ghost money and the creepy picture frames. And who's that creepy character back there? Oh look, we've got like is that like a mummy action figure? No, I don't think that's the mummy, but $5 for those.
It's the Battle of the Mini-Monsters, introducing Frankenstein, Phantom of the Opera, Dracula, and Creature from the Black Lagoon.
The monsters with glow-in-the-dark features.
Frankenstein is in a foul temper. Dracula flies in, fangs bared. Creature surfaces, dripping with rage. Phantom shows his fiendish face. I can't look! Is he ugly? The monster battle rages on. It's a howl.
The monsters with glow-in-the-dark features, each sold separately from Remco.
And that's what the back of the Ghost money looks like. That's pretty cool. Can't go wrong with a Grimm's Ghost Stories comic book. 20 cents price on that back in the day. I read my share of these, the Masters of the Universe comics and the old Thundercats comics. Used to get them from a grocery store called Sutton's Grocery Store in Kinston way back when. This might be the coolest find of the day. A Metal Church vinyl record. $45 for that. I think this is from 1985 or 1986. It's got some of these jack-o'-lantern and ghost and spider coffee mugs and like candle holders. This has got to be from like the 90s by, judging by the artwork, the Pumpkin Time vinyl table cover. See if I can find a year on here. Kmart. $2.99. Yeah, I'm guessing late 90s, early 2000s, maybe even early 90s for that. Gotta love Kmart during Halloween.
Your fangs look so shiny in the moon.
Better to drain your blood with my darling. Oh!
Arr, Bob! Get it too!
Get into character at a great price at Kmart. Now 50% off. Costumes for the whole family start under $10.
Has anyone seen the mustard?
Kmart has over 1,000 styles online and hundreds in store. Choose from kids to couples, sweet to scary, all at spine-tingling savings. Have a totally cool Halloween at a Kmart price.
They're smart, and there's Kmart smart.
I think just about every kid in the 80s wanted the Garfield telephone. Who would have thought that it would be one of the most expensive pieces from back then? Now $225 for the Garfield telephone. And then up here we got like some blow molds, but they're piggy banks. There's a hound dog. There's a baby pig. Very cool medieval wall art here. It's got the little small pickaxe with, I think that's called a mace. Very cool, old school Dungeons and Dragons style wall art, medieval times for sure.
Now at Medieval Times, more unbridled excitement, more thrilling combat. Let your imagination take you where you've never been before. More chivalry and romance. The new show at Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament. Call 1-888-WE-JOUST or Medieval Times.
Got a large scale Santa Claus plug-in blow mold for $48. And over here we've got some of these cool cardrug trimmer tree, Christmas tree ornaments.
This year, get an early start on holiday shopping, conveniently at Carr. This sound design dual cassette rack stereo is perfect for the music lover on your list. Save 30% on assorted Neutrogena body care products. Kid-pleasing toys priced right for holiday gift-giving. And light up with these bright starlight sets and extension cords. Look for more right price gift specials in your Carr circular and wrap your shopping up early.
The right products at the right prices, right around the corner at Carr.
Who remembers these cloth kitchen calendars? Ironically, this one is from 1975, the year my mom had my sister. So my mom probably had this hanging on the wall when my sister was born. Check out these old school hand puppets. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video. Unfortunately, as I expected, not a lot in the way of vintage Halloween, but I do have retro-inspired goodies all the time, like I mentioned here at these thrift stores. So sound off in the comments below and let me know if you have any better luck finding Halloween year-round at your local flea markets, thrift stores, antique stores, or anywhere. And it seems like these stores are getting more and more prominent now. We used to have like 1 or 2 in my area, but now I've noticed that like 3 or 4 of these have already popped up because everything vintage and retro is what everybody wants now. The funny thing about it is I've been doing this for about 20 years now, but now it's kind of trendy to go out and want to buy vintage stuff. But to me, it's just old news at this point because I've been doing it for the better part of 2 decades. If you saw my vintage Halloween video in my man crypt, you can see that that definitely is a collection that didn't happen overnight. It's been growing and growing for a while. So yeah, I've been doing this a while. But anyway, I've also been doing this YouTube thing a while, even though this is a new channel now. So thank you for joining me again on this journey. Shout out to all of you that followed me and shout out to all of you that are just finding me. I do all things spooky, holiday, and retro related here on the channel. So if you're new here, how about slashing that subscribe button and joining the club? And until next time, I'll see you on the dark side.
I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. I got a black heart, it's a new start. Welcome to the spooky club. Take that! Join the spooky club.